Thanks for watching my remix video, or if you didn't watch it yet, then thanks when you do. If you didn't watch it, then screw you. Basically, the idea behind this remix was to show board games from the view of the player. A lot of people seem to think board games are either childish or they're just boring and time-consuming. Board games are as old as human culture, from ancient games like Go or Mancala, all the way up to this year's newest games from top publishers. Games are a way for humans to explore, express, and excite. But in the last 50 years, it seems people have associated games with child's play because they're not playing the right games. The culture, in most people's eyes, hasn't changed in decades. If you ask them to name board games, they're going to rattle off a bunch of examples of games that were published over 40 years ago. You'll notice that there's no Monopoly, Scrabble, Sorry, Yahtzee, Game of Life. That's because these games are simple and they're terribly designed. These are the only games that have been recognized as board games in the last 4 to 5 decades. There's a whole plethora of games out there, and they're more exciting, exploratory, and expressive than anything that most people think of when they mention board games. This video has an educational as well as an emotional element to it. This video shows off some of the most notable and well-designed board games of the last 30 years. These games aren't just simple diversions. For those who put forth just a little bit of imagination and interest, these games become epic tales of triumph and tragedy. By using TV shows and movies along with footage of the actual games being played, people can make a direct parallel between the game and what it's representing. My aim has been to open the world of board gaming to a wider audience, to make people see that there is more than just Monopoly and Parcheesi, that these games can be more than just a simple diversion, and that these games can be a significant contribution to the culture. So before you laugh at that nerd rolling his dice and throwing down his cards, you should ask yourself, do you think you have what it takes to play?